what's up yet? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche. Setting up the camera, so we'll see what's going on here in just a second. Ooh, man. Tired. Yep. Guess it's just me on the channel right now. I know it won't take long for the rest of y'all to get on board. So what I'm doing right now, whoa, I just got kicked off. Okay. Start this one. That was weird. I was trying to enter the YouTube deal and it'd pop up and it would close like immediately. So, alright, so there's two are watching. Let's see what's up here in just a second. But right now, I've got a lot of colors cut. These are all the 2-foot sections. And it'll be the hook section. I'm going to show y'all real quick what I got going on here. Yep, and got all of that, and I got the clear as well over here. So yeah, I got 6 colors going on. Definitely, like I said, man, had I known, and I should have. I'm kind of upset at myself that I didn't go back there and check, but yep. Can't blame nobody but myself right now. So as you can tell, I already started 2. Already got all of these over here in the back of the 12 up or the 3-way long and the big black drum leaders right there. So, yep. Salt and sand fishing. What's going on, boss? I am here making these big black drum leaders. I'm finished with my pinks. I just finished eating lunch about an hour ago, and now it's finally starting to catch up and make me yawn, but I'm gonna keep rocking over here, trying to get this order out for Indianola Fishing Marina. I wanted to go deliver over there today, but since we were 3 guys short yesterday, or actually the day before, that really put a hurting on us. No, it was yesterday. No, today's Thursday. 2 days ago, yeah, that put a real hurting on us right there. But my son, he was like, Dad, I want to work. I want to make some money. I'm like, all right, you gotta have to work, bro. Like, really work. I ain't gonna pay you just to be here because, like I said, you know, I just can't do it. Can't afford it right now. So, but he's been in the back tearing it up, breaking weights, which that's one part of the job description. After that, we have to go fine tune the weights and get them all nice and clean, ready for the next step of that evolution and stuff like that. Jacked Up Leatherworks in the house. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, brother? Yep. CJ, how you doing, boss? Yeah, sorry. Man, I was doing good until a few minutes ago. You fishing the tournament this weekend? Yes, I am fishing the Alligator Guard tournament this weekend. I got my guys out. They're out trying to secure baits for us. And actually, I want to see how they're doing. I should have. Well, that means you had a lot of gear brought in, man. That's good. That's good. Let's see how they're doing over here on these baits. Let's see.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey, I'm live on the channel, bro. How y'all doing?
Oh, no.
How y'all doing out there?
We got 4 trucks so far.
Big ones?
No, not monsters. I mean, they're like, they're tilapia size.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Happy to use the Stairmaster, sir.
Oh, how's CastNet working out for you?
Fantastic, Albert.
Awesome.
4 cars and 1 tilapia. 1 tilapia.
Nice. Cool deal. Well, y'all gonna stay there till nightfall, till after nightfall? What are y'all doing?
Yeah. I'd like to go to bed before the sun comes up this time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you might some too. Yeah, the big day. I don't know. His net's doing pretty good. Yeah, that's it. Sean says he's on the net tree operating.
Have y'all done the bow yet, or?
Yeah, I'm getting 3 rods out and 3 setups, 3 different corn with the Kool-Aid mix. I checked the water for Sean. So they got me going up and down these rocks.
Awesome. Y'all got a teamwork deal going. That's good.
Yeah, we're trying. You're splitting the bank.
Awesome. All right, bro. Well, good luck out there. Keep me posted, and we'll definitely go from there.
All right.
Later. Well, they're out at a spot. They're trying to get the carp and Gasper goo to come in closer and stuff like that. So that's what they're working on now. I'm still sitting here building these leaders, trying to get ahead, or at least trying to get. Actually, it's both getting ahead and getting caught up, because when I'm making these leaders, I only need 24 for the order. However, I'm making 6 different colors. I'm making 24 of each. So that way when I go make the delivery, I can take 6 different colors, 4 of each, and be ready for it. Yep. So we got Steve Owens, what's up, boss? Matthew Smith, Chris Curl, and yep. There you go. Well, we'll see you Saturday for sure and see what the dealio is. Definitely gonna be a good weekend of fishing either way. Like I said, my guys are out there rigging up getting ready for the tournament by going out and catching a lot of alligator gar bait, because we are going to be putting some bait out. I did not check to see if there was a rod limit, but I'm pretty sure there is. Or if there is a rod limit, I know normally you pay like $10 or something like that per rod for the tournament, stuff like that. So I don't know. I've been so busy, I have not even had a chance to look at the rules and regs for it and stuff like that, but those will be checked out tomorrow. Like I said, today I'm steady getting after it. I cut all the monos for this today. Started crimping since way earlier, but I kind of was actually enjoying a movie or two while I was here. Yep, 2 of the workers that didn't show up yesterday have not showed up again today. Yep, did what I could, you know. Can't force them to show up. So we'll see. No limit on rods. Is that for? That's for Capt.Eric's tournament there. Ooh, so you got alligator. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, well, there we go. So definitely gonna have to play this one best way we can, because that's the other thing with alligator gar fishing. It is so hard to work a whole bunch of rods with alligator gar, just because the way they pick up and they fight, it's not like regular fish. You pick it up, they start running, you set the hook, your fight is on, you know immediately where they're at. With alligator gar, you throw out and you think they're over here and they're actually way over here. It's crazy. It's probably the hardest game fish that I have tried to go after, and you know, been sitting in the low digits, you know, for the hookup ratios in comparison to the amount of baits or the amount of hookups that we've been putting out there. So awesome. Hey Jacob, did everything work out on the Cash App? Did you finally get that all sorted out? I figured it might have just taken a little while for it to function all the way through and stuff like that. Oh wow, waterproof wallet. That would be cool because I'm always sweating through my wallet like crazy. Christopher Vela in the house. What's up, Diana? It's all about the children, that's for sure. Got to get them out there fishing. Oh man, that's pretty close to our last name right there, Diana. Yeah, we are definitely getting excited because it is Thursday. It's been a crazy week over here at the shop, like I said. Been burning the candle both ends, doing what I got to do here, and then getting home and working on what I got to work on there. I definitely got to call my buddy Ricky to get some insight on some electrical work that I got to get done. That's what's really holding me back there. And then JC, how you doing? Lewis, what's up, brother? And yep. Okay. There we go. One I got my guts attendance work great. I forgot what size 1/0 I was using, but I was also using 1s, 4s, 3s. I went up to a 9/0, and yeah, it's been cool deal. It's been crazy trying to fish with 1/0 J hooks, that's for sure. You know, letting them eat, and then you go set the hook and there's nothing there. It's crazy. All right, Chris, what kind of line was it? And also too, just a little heads up, we've sold more tickets between yesterday and today. We have, hold on, let me get a calculator going real quick. Here, so it's 19 plus 18 plus 10. We've sold 47 tickets so far, still waiting on the last 3 guys to give us a call. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to try and call them today. Like I said, been pretty slammed here trying to do all of this. DJ, what's up, boss? And but if I don't hear anything by tomorrow when I go live, I'm gonna go ahead and just combine all the drawings. And like I said, for however many tickets they are, times 20, that's gonna be the amount of credit that's gonna be available in-house. So it's gonna be a pretty sizable pot, because right now, as stands, we're at $940 in credit. So that's gonna be pretty sweet. Yeah, that's what I've been doing too. A lot of the old braid that I've been cutting off or breaking off, instead of putting it on the reel or whatever, even if it has all that frayage, I've been just saving it and using it for my bridle points. Yep, been doing the same thing. Any idea of what? Yeah, trying to do a chart with all the different style of hook types, it is, I actually held a book this thick, probably had, you know, each different style of hook probably ever made. And yeah, it was by every company. It was an order book, or order catalog for what was the company? God, I can't remember the name. Big company out of the East Coast. A big distribution company. And it was funny because they walked in my store looking to sell me product and stuff, and he ended up leaving with our information, our dealer price listing, and all of that. And they were supposed to get us into their meeting in New York on a live video chat, and it didn't. Something fell through. We sent them leaders to go test out. They caught big alligators with them out of Florida, so they were game for it. I just don't remember what exactly fell through on that one. Man, I'm trying to remember that company. But yeah, that would have worked out. We would have been set a few years ago for sure. Yeah, they do. And even eyelet types too. It's not just sizes. They'll have different types of eyelets. Like you'll have needle eye, you'll have round eye, you'll have welded eye. You know, so yeah, it does get real crazy with each manufacturer. And then, like I said, they do different sizes of gauges for the same style of hook, because then they can't get hit with copyright, because they can say that's a totally different size. That's not even the same one we're talking about. Gerald, welcome aboard, boss. Glad to meet you. And so, yep. So what I'm doing here is I'm making my 3-way shorts. Still using my Bill Fisher HD 800, and as you can tell, I've worn it out pretty good. The foam is going on that side, but I'm using 400-pound mono here, and I'm going to, these are 12-aughts, or 11, 12s, or 13s, depending on which company it is. And like I said, I have to order from 3 different manufacturers just to keep that type of inventory of hooks. And actually, that's already the second time I have filled that bin up between the last 2 days. I know by the time I get done today, it's going to be empty. So definitely, you know, everybody tries to get on it, unless you use the exact style of name and hook that you're looking for, which I know we've tried doing that, but there's a lot of times certain companies do not sell in certain areas because their distributors do not sell to them or whatever. So I had to really look out and look for different companies that carry the same style of hook and everything, and make it happen. It's the only way to keep my customers happy, and that's what we're doing. So, but I'm really excited for the guard tournament this weekend. Like I said, Capt.Eric will be here tomorrow. He says he'll be here about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. They're going to start taking entry fees at that time. I believe the tournament doesn't start till like 5:30 or something like that. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Henry, what's up, brother? How you doing? We're looking right now between 25 cents and 27 cents a yard for both those weight classes of line. I'm trying to buy in bigger bulk numbers so they roll a bigger discount, so I can roll down my prices on that. So that's where we're at, and that's spooled onto your reel, guys. And I've been doing nothing but Pacific bluefin fishing out here. Oh, nice. I eventually will get out there. I've been invited to go to get on the Avet Reel sponsored boat out there for that. There's a 14-day trip out there, and soon I will get on that boat and I will be fishing for 14 days straight, which will be the longest I've ever fished on a boat, straight, like straight fishing, not working and fishing off a boat, because I used to work offshore sandblasting and painting. So they would have us on a boat and we would jump rig to rig, but we would work during the day and then we would fish at night, or when the waves were too big and we couldn't work, then we were out there fishing. So this would be the first time I fished that long strictly for fishing. So I'm definitely going to take my pain pills, because I am going to put some pain on the fish, that's for sure. So yep, it is hot out there, I know. But actually it's been getting a little cooler in comparison to earlier on this week. They're saying it's only going to get up to like 95. Battery was getting low on what? It was 100% when I turned it on, so we're good for at least another 2 hours at least. I think the longest video we've done live was a little over 4 hours once I plugged into the charger or something like that, which is pretty cool. And also too, got some pretty interesting spooling videos earlier today. Did learn a little something about my spooling machine. And what it couldn't do with a Daiwa 6000 or 8000, something like that. And then I did another reel where one of our subs, you know, they spooled it up themselves, but noticed that something was wrong. And that's the whole point of the channel, guys, is learning the knowledge from us here. About what to look out for, and he noticed it immediately after like his second fishing trip, and so he said, nope, I didn't do it right. So he decided to bring it to us for us to download it, re-spool, you know, retie the knot and get it sorted. And then I also make, you know, some observations on the knot and the inner spool, which will be very cool, because like I said, in the next few days I will finally be taking a vacation, much needed, and I'm definitely earning it, because like I said, I'm putting in, I was here till what, 8 o'clock last night. Tonight I'm probably going to be here till at least 7 or so, and then tomorrow I know I'm going to be out making deliveries, so I'm going to be running around like a maniac trying to get everything squared away for the weekend before the tournament too. That's the other thing. Ouch. All right, Melinda. Well, I'm glad to see you back on the water. That's good. That's good. Where do you mainly fish out of? Ooh, 87. Yeah, we actually got into the triple digits this week. I know in some places it was 104, 105 in some areas. I know the what's the other thing they call it? The like feels like, or the I can't even think of it right now, guys. But that was in the triple digits. They were saying 115, 117 degrees and stuff like that. Mate. Gotta refresh me. Is this Marco? What up, Roger? Where you at? I just saw them say what's up. Yep. Heat index. There you go. Yes. Yeah, they were saying that one was getting into the triple digits. Yeah, easily. Wow. So, for those science gurus that are out there, what's the difference between a regular Fahrenheit or Celsius temperature? Obviously, those two, one's metric, one's not. But what is the heat index? What does that signify? Chilling, brother. Still working here at the shop, man. You said you were gonna stop by. You ain't stopped by yet. I know you're still out there training and everything. So, getting some Bill Millers. Whoop, whoop. Some barbecue. What do you think? I got blackfin tuna. Surprise how drunk you are. Right. Oh man. Oh, yep. Yeah. What was I doing Monday? What did I do? I think I had to go out and make some deliveries or something like that. Oh, okay. So there is an actual formula to that instead of somebody saying, oh, it feels like it's this. Actually, it feels like it's 40 degrees. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Nepal, how you doing? Blackfin tuna rod with Shimano Tiagra 30. Start 100 on top shot. How much line do you have on that thing? And also, too, where's your line spooled up to? Is it flush with the spool, or is it over spooled or under spooled with that amount of line capacity? I thought it started on Friday at 5:30 and ended at noon or midnight Sunday, something like that, or midnight Saturday night, something. 500 yards only? 130. Oh, that's a 30 wide. Okay, okay. You got 500 yards total, or is that just braid? I want to say that's total. Just braid. That's actually pretty good. 130 500 yards of 130 on a 30. How many yards of 100-pound mono do you have on top of that? What up? Is that Capt.Eric on the channel? I know a few of you guys also have the availability to use that logo. Yes, sir. That is Capt.Eric then. 5:30 p.m. Hey, Capt.Eric, go over the tournament real quick. Start time, end time. I know you have it all over your channel. I know you do. I'm sorry I haven't had to been able to get out there. I know that also too, their men's, women's division. You know, I wish you were here, man. I'd let you talk about it here and stuff like that, but. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I know a lot of guys are not on Facebook. That's why I was asking if he can do that. Because I know tomorrow he will be here at the shop to be collecting entries for the tournament. So, okay, for hollow core, you get to stack more line on your reel. It's a lot more abrasion resistant the solid braid. And also too, you get to fix your line. If you find any frays, you can fix it up and maintain your line capacity. I will never go back to using solid braid ever again. Even if they give it to me, I'll turn around and give it to somebody else. I ain't using it. Okay. There you go. Start 5 p.m. July 23rd, which is Saturday. And then, wait, 5 p.m. registration. Okay, starts 5 p.m. July 23rd, which is Saturday, ends at midnight or at 5 a.m. on Sunday, and registration tomorrow and Saturday at Hard Lives Bait and Tackle. Okay, ceremony starts at noon to 3. We have to be there by noon with our entries, correct? Or how does or as long as we're there by 3? Oh, once you go with hollow core, you'll never go back to using solid braid again. It's phenomenal. The knots are smaller. That and you get a splice braid to mono. It is so awesome. I use it for all my casting reels. I use it for my big rig reels. I never thought in my life growing up that I would have that much braid all over all my reels. And it's not just because I own a tackle shop. It's because these are the tools of my trade. I'm only as good as the tools I'm working with, and I'm only going to work with the best because I do tournament fish. At any given time, I can have a winning fish, a world record fish, and or just testing my gear beyond any limits that anybody else can do and stuff like that out there. So most definitely cool. How y'all doing, guys? Doing all right. How can I help y'all?
Just gonna get some stuff real quick.
Oh, okay. How'd you find us?
Huh?
How'd you find us?
Been coming here for a little while. Where used to be somewhere else though, right? Like in the back.
Yeah, we were in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm on YouTube and stuff. I follow you on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually live on the channel, so.
I talked to you yesterday. I thought it was coming from Uvalde.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on, guys. I really got to stand up. Yeah, hold on. Wow.
So, man, that's what's up.
Hey, how you doing, man? What's your name?
That's
Les?
he's the third.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm real bad with hearing. I had too many jets and stuff mess up my hearing over here.
Yeah.
Well, so where y'all gonna fish at and stuff?
I don't know. He wants to go fishing tonight, so I'll see where we can go tonight.
What kind of gear do y'all have?
I have like I have smaller stuff. I have an avet. I have an avet SX. I have some Abus. I have some small spinning gears. You know.
Yeah.
We'll just see where we end up. I don't know.
Y'all got leaders and all of that?
I need some leaders right now.
All right. What I would highly recommend are the double drops because you can use fish hooks with them and stuff like that. And there's 2 hooks per leader. And if you want to mess around and catch a lot of bait fish and stuff, the whiting rigs here, put a little piece of fish bite on there. That way you don't have to keep rebaiting every couple seconds. But there's 3 hooks on it.
Okay.
So it can create a mess, but it will catch some fish.
Yeah, we're gonna probably. I'm still ready tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna be probably good beach all day.
Okay.
So
add it to me for work. And then we also have this one too. There's another one right here. It's 2 hooks, really small hooks. So that may work out. Right now I'm out of pumper leaders because I'm restocking and building leaders right now. So, but those are trout finder rigs. These are our single pump leaders. We got J hooks and circle hooks. Usually 2 leaders per bag. So those are pretty easy to work with. These we use them for everything. There. All right. Well, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask us.
How long? What's the turnaround time? We'll get something school.
It depends what kind of reel it is.
Avet LX.
10 minutes, 15, something like that. Yeah.
What would you recommend for as far as the line?
Well, I need to know how you plan on fishing it.
Probably the surf.
And the surf, are you
Cast outs.
cast outs? Would you like to have good line capacity or okay line capacity? Good is, 350, 400 yards, 100. Better would be 60 to 100, because then you're up to, 500, 600 yards of line on the reel, and that way if you hook a monster, you can let them run and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the best will be 40 pound to 80 pound. That's when you're getting like 800, 900 yards of line on the reel and stuff like that. So, but with each one of those, the increment or the cost of the line,
Cost goes up.
yes, yeah, because it all goes by the amount of yards that are on there. So it's sold by the yard. So if you only get 50 yards, all you pay for is 50 yards. But
Okay. And that's mono?
no, it's all hollow core braid.
Braid?
Yes, sir. I will not spool a reel with mono unless the customer demands it. And at the end of the day, that's all I can
My
do.
brother's reel,
Uh-huh.
and that's what he has on it now. But I need to put it on it because he's fishing out at, the lake or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can bring it in right now.
All right.
What's it cost on that on like you said, 350, 400 yards?
It'd be 110 to 120, and then the max I think is like 190.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it in right now.
Okay. All right. Yes, I got to make some more pompano leaders. Yeah, we tried tough line for a bit, but that also fell through. We started getting in a lot of spools with just a lot of nastiness on it. I didn't like it. It's crazy expensive. It really is. We've seen the prices on it. It's up there, but at the same time too, the quality control was horrible. So intertwine braid on braid. I don't know what that is. When you say damage, splice and repair. Yes, when it's hollow core braid, if you find a fray in the line, you can literally cut the line right there and splice it back in on itself, and you're good to go. So you don't lose any line. Well, you lose a few inches, or 2 feet, one on each side, but other than that, it's better than losing like 15, 20 yards or 100 yards, because you don't want to have knots in your system. And with that, the only way you're going to know that you have hit the splice is if you're reeling in the way I do, with your fingers on both sides of the braid as it's coming in. You'll feel it. Other than that, you won't see it to the naked eye, unless it's two different colors of braid, and that's what you'll go from there. So. And actually, we got one of our subscribers. He's in the house. We're gonna be spooling up a reel for him. And yes, sir, he did say he was from Uvalde. Yes, he was the one that was commenting on the channel yesterday, saying he was coming in to fish with his son. So we're definitely gonna get him on the right track and hopefully guide him into a spot where they can go out and have a lot of fun. So we are looking forward to that. Bagged up for you. Oh, it's still on a rod. You don't have the tools? Okay. Let me find you a screwdriver. There you go. So that way. All you have to do is grab one side and then go backwards on it. Keep digging it all the way out. I'm still live on the channel, so I'm trying to still interact with them and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna go chat with you. Gerald, yes sir, nice meeting you. Sorry, boss. I'm actually gonna turn this into a spooling video here as soon as he gets the reel off the rod. And yes, thank you for that. Yep, definitely do put in the quality that is needed, so that way we can ensure that at any given time, our gear can hook into the big fish, that's for sure. Get him some 4 packs of leaders on me. The double drops. The Cortland C16, that's pretty much all we use in the shop. I literally got that in 40 pound, 60, 80, 100, 130, and 200 pound test line. And that's what we've really been spooling up all of our customers with. And I'm about to do a reel with it right now. And awesome, Roger. Thank you very much. Well, we've had a subscriber just donate 4 liters to you, boss.
What's that?
We had a subscriber just donate 4 liters to you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah. That's why I love the channel, guys. Everybody's got a big heart in here, which is awesome.
I always watch the chat. I usually watch when I'm at work, so I can't interact too much. You know, I work at the college there in Uvalde.
Oh, okay.
And my wife teaches there at one of the elementary schools.
Oh, wow.
So we both work there in Uvalde.
Uh-huh.
And so I always follow along, but I can't really interact too much because, you know.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. That's so close to home right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my wife works at the school just a couple minutes away. She teaches 5th grade. And, you know, we were texting back and forth. And she's like, hey, like, they just down. And I was like, oh, okay. But, like, over there we get a lot of bailouts from the border.
Yeah.
So figured it was that. And then where my office is right next door, we have a law enforcement academy.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 of the instructors are constables, you know. And one of my guys said, hey, like all the law enforcement academy officers just ran out, putting on vests and jumped in the car and took off.
Oh, wow.
We're like, what? Like, I wonder what's going on, you know? And then a few minutes later, like, hey, like, they're reporting an active shooter, you know, to school. So we were like, what? Like, so I text my wife, and she's like, no, they said, like, you know, at this school over here, it's not my school. She's like, they locked us down, though. So she's like, I'm locked in my room or whatever with some coworkers.
Mm.
And so I'll just stay on the phone with her, texting back and forth. And then she's like, okay, like, they lifted our lockdown, you know? And we're getting more information about the other school. And then she's like, hey, like, they just locked us back down. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I don't know, but there's cops, like, all over the place outside. They're saying there's another one here at our school. And I'm like, you know? And, like, it got real quick, because, like, she started, you know, with the take care of the kids, like, you know, that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, man, it was tough, dude. I was going crazy.
Oh, man.
So, luckily, though, she's like, hey, like, they're lifting us again, they're telling us to leave, whatever. So it was tough, man.
Yeah, that's
just. And then, you know, the teachers at the other school and their coworkers of hers, you know, their colleagues, and then one of the teachers, her daughter was his youth soccer coach. So it's like, it's a small community, you know, like, we all know each other, and it's like, damn, dude, like, you know, friends, kids, and stuff are.
Yeah.
You know, one of my guys is like, hey, like, we can't find my niece. Like, we don't know where they took her, because they just, like, kind of took kids everywhere. He's like, my niece is missing, and, like, we don't know what to do. And I'm like, what do you tell somebody like that, you know?
Jeez.
And then, but luckily, like, maybe 20 minutes later, he's like, hey, like, they found my niece, like, she's good. I was like, God, man, dude. Just something you never want to do.
I started hearing about that, and I was just thinking, man, I was already timing myself, like, how fast I could get to the school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was nuts, dude.
And then I know I used to have a bunch of nieces and nephews that were in, you know, my old high school over here.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you know, but they're all, and I started, like, counting out who's where, you know, it's like,
real quick.
wow, that's wow. So,
Yeah.
all right, well, let me go and get set up over here, and then I'll get your reel.
You there? Got me getting all emotional.
Alright. So what we're gonna do, he's got a LX that we're gonna be down spooling. Oh, I got it the wrong way? Okay. Alright, is it upright? Good to go. Okay. Alright, is that feel right? So we've got an LX here. So we're gonna go and down spool for him and get that situated. And yes, this is the C16. I will be doing it with 60 pounds. Okay, so we're doing the 60 to 100 or just the straight 100?
It's just straight 100. That's
Just straight 100?
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, we've got some of the 12 strand in here too. It'll be in the gold. That's the only color we have in gold. So if you want gold, then it'll be in that one. If you want white, then I've got, let me double check real quick on 100-pound test line. I've been spooling up a lot of reels lately. So I got it in white. I've got it in chartreuse. I know I do somewhere.
Honestly,
Yep.
whatever's not super expensive, because that's not even my reel. I just borrowed it for the day.
Oh,
For the
okay.
weekend. So,
Oh, the gold will look nice on
yeah,
there.
that'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
All right, so actually this is the master braid. This is the 12 strand, and it's also hollow core as well. Even though it's considered to be their solid braid, it is spliceable. That's what I like about it. I really like about it. So let me go and get my down spooling deal here. Actually, that one, where's that? Oh, there's this. Okay. What I started doing, guys, instead of throwing the line into, or down spooling and throwing a big old bundle into a pool or trash can, I'm actually keeping it on a spool so I can just throw one spool away at a time with, thousands of yards of line on there instead of making a big old mess of my truck. Mike White, a lot of guys are showing some love to y'all, making sure that everybody's safe and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, since you're already grabbing the double drops, if you want to grab 2 more, because he's covered you for 4, or if you want to grab 6 and just pay for the difference of,
Yeah, right.
so they've got you hooked up on that. So. Yeah, it's solid braid, but I don't like the way it feels. It feels real rough, so it's going to get rid of that. John, how you doing? How you doing? And you got weights and all of that for your gear? Or?
Yeah, I got weights.
Okay. Alright. And I got tape on there, so I'm going to have to get that off as well. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Jess. Jesse. I see that name, and that one always troubles me because if it has an IE, I know it's Jesse, but I also know guys with Jesse with just an E at the end, and other ones that don't pronunciate the E. So hopefully I didn't mess it up. Got a blade up here somewhere. Where's that blade?
chilling.
All right. There we go. Yeah, a lot. Trying to follow with some of what's going on in the news and just hearing of what's going on. It seems so far-fetched and crazy of how much like it just, what's the word I'm looking for, like can that really be happening? You know, the way they're talking about, the way the police are acting, the way the news is acting, the way, you know, it's just,
I mean, it's tough because like there's definitely a lot of like antagonizing coming from the outside. You know, there's a lot of people from out of town who come in. I mean, I think they have good intentions, but it's sort of like they kind of like spark stuff back up, you know?
Yeah.
There hasn't been a whole lot of time for healing, you know?
Yeah, that has been no time for healing.
Yeah.
That's going to be something.
Like, you know, families are still in the thick of it and they're like, you know, just kind of pushing all this other stuff. And it's like, man, that stuff doesn't matter right now, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's tough, man, because, I mean, I got friends that are, you know, law enforcement, and, you know, it's tough when you watch the video and you see all these people that you know, you know all these people, and then, you know, but then on the other hand, you know teachers and you know people who lost kids and stuff, so it's like, you can't, you know, how you pick a side, you know?
Yeah.
It's just it's a messed up situation.
It is. Oh, man. All I can say is prayers going out to all the families out there. I mean, even for those, like you said, even those that didn't lose somebody, they still lost. Everybody, the whole community lost out. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you were friends with them. Their kids are friends. I mean, this is something that's forever going to be there. I mean, it's a scar on everybody. So, prayers going out to everybody, and it's. Yeah, it is. It is crazy. Yeah, they're kind of saying the same thing, how the press is dividing the country and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's tough, man.
Yep. And
then like my wife goes back to work here in a few weeks, and she's like, I'm not ready, you know, like.
Yeah.
Get thrown back into all that mess.
Yeah, me and my wife, we were actually talking about starting to do like classes for concealed handgun, and not that now that you don't need it anymore, it's just I'd rather have the knowledge
for sure
behind, you know, drawing my weapon. I mean, being in the military was one thing, and then, you know, knowing certain rules here, you know, it's just I'd rather be up to date as much as possible before I actually start crossing that line of having a weapon. I mean, now once they come to my house, I'm sorry, there ain't nothing in my house worth your life, son. I will not hesitate, you know. So
no, for sure. Yeah, no, I carry, and my wife, she was always real kind of like anti-gun and stuff, you know. But then not recently, she's like, hey, you got yours on you, right? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I'm good.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, all right, guys. Yes, we are doing a LX right here. I removed off the solid braid that they had, and they also had some sort of tape here, being a pain in the butt to try to get off, but I will get it, because, you know, I don't like using tape. But it is, man, it's like I don't know, it's not black tape. It's like some kind of like medical tape or something like that. You know how they have that that cloth stuff or whatever? Yeah, that's maybe some athletic tape or something like that. So. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, John. Athletic tape of some sort. It's being a real pain in the butt to get off. So, yeah. And actually, like when I was pulling it off, the braid didn't move, but still, this is just more line capacity that we could put on there. And for me, like I said, with the hollow core braid, this is one of the beauties that we don't need all of this. Oh, this is really getting on my nerves. Yeah. Yeah, you're sure right on there, Cheesy. Yeah, need it and not, you know, have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. That's for sure. And I got to be real careful too, because as I'm cutting into it, I don't want to cut into the spool and leave some exposed aluminum. So that's the other part that's really, oh, I thought I had it. It was going and it didn't go. Where y'all planning on going fishing?
I don't know yet, man. What do you recommend at night?
Well, do y'all want to fish a pier? Y'all trying to? Well, that's what I would highly recommend now, because we've had high winds, so the beach wouldn't be a good thing unless you're going to, like, say, Caldwell Pier. Are you going for like shark, bull reds?
Yeah, probably shark and bull reds.
Then Caldwell Pier it is. Yeah, that'd be the only pier if you're going to be going for shark.
What about trout and stuff? Like,
there'll be trout there up close on the lights. Yeah, first or second gut, you can fish for trout. I know for a while there, they were slamming the reds over there. But I don't know what's going on today or recently, because I know once the southeast winds picked up, everybody's been talking about how much seaweed has been out there.
oh, yeah, that's what I heard.
So that may be a big thing to take in consideration or look at too. So, yeah. All right, Roger, are you leaving us, or are you going to put us on the big screen? Let's see. There we go. I'll get the reel on there. Yeah, one of the other things with the hollow core braid, guys, is that the line capacity is awesome, because when it lays down on the spool, it lays down. It takes up any gap that's in there, and it fills in gap. It's not like PVC. PVC is stacked. No matter how clean you stack it, you can look in between the PVC pipes and see that you're still losing space in between them. And because of that, you won't actually get your 100% spool line capacity as you would with the hollow core braid. With the hollow core braid, it actually will fold inside. Like, say here's a gap here. Solid braid, it stacks and it stacks, so it leaves a gap, you know what I mean? But hollow core will actually fold in, the next one will fold in, and it'll slowly fill in that gap. As if y'all go back to some of my other spooling videos, and I do real close-ups, you can see how it, even though I mess up here, as I get to the top, it'll look like I'm spooling on like a thread of spool, or a spool of thread. If you've ever bought a spool of thread from the store, it's very clean on there and stuff like that. And obviously that's done by machine, but I'm doing this by hand, and I'm able to get still that kind of clean version. And here's a prime example. Earlier today, I was talking about the 12 strand and how it's spliceable. So like right here, like I said, I'm only about a foot into the splice right there, and I can't get it all on the video because I'm live. But I'm going to show y'all, like right now it's locked. Look, it's cutting off my circulation on my finger right there. That's how tight it is. I'm not going to go anymore because I can already feel it wanting to rip my skin. So, but look. There. That was the end here, and you can see how it's thick. But as soon as I pull it tight, it's gone. It's tightened up. So I'm going to be using this to spool up his reel right here, so he got good line capacity, and we will definitely rock and roll it from there. The other thing is too, with the ability to splice the braid, if you do have a bad spot in your line, like a bad fray, you can actually cut it right on that fray, splice your line together, and you don't have a knot, and you don't have to throw away that whole top shot. So no sir, don't need the tape, and I'll show you exactly why here in just a second, guys. As you see, I've wrapped the spool about 8 to 10 times with the braid right here, and even though it's a smooth arbor, this is the hollow core braid. It sits flat on the spool, so you're going to see how this combination of knots will actually work together to form what I needed to do, and that's create grip on the spool so that way it does not slip. So alright, so here we go. I've spliced it in on itself right there. As you can see, there's the end of the loop right there, and no more end right here. And right there, look, you can kind of see it, how it's thin here, but it's thick over here. There you go, guys. So that's kind of the idea right there. Is that the video blurry, guys? I'm kind of looking through my camera here, and I'm just making sure it's not blurry. Oscar, how you doing, boss? Cheesy, you have a good one, bro? Yes, sir. Alright, so now what I'm doing, a little blurry. Okay, give me a second. Let me... Alright. How's that now? Is that better? Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a little close-up of the spool. Right there. Now, as I'm starting to tighten up the line, this is the tag line, and it's sucking up right here. You see how it's doing that? It's gripping the spool right there. So now, what I like to do is I like to move it over to that side. And see how it's all tight on there? Now I'm going to show y'all something. Turn on the clicker, right? So it's gripping it with no drag. I'm going to go ahead and increase the drag over here. That's showing you that that braid is not slipping on the spool. And there's my finger. Where are you at? There it is. You can see the indentation of the line. That's how much pressure I was putting on there. So it's not going to slip. And we've proven this for over a decade now. And thousands and thousands of reels that we have spooled. And y'all can see a lot of those videos in our spooling library between solid and hollow. And the idea here, look, I'm gonna lock it over even more. Clicker's still on there, and look, the braid is not moving at all. I mean, I'm putting full pressure, and you can see the white on my finger right there. There, I was pulling it with this hand too. At the same time, I was pulling with both hands trying to get it, and it locks in. So there's no more need for braid or tape or mono on your reels anymore, guys. Especially if you're using hollow core braid. You can do the same thing with solid braid, you just can't do the hollow core splice. What I would do at that point is a bimini knot if you got a heavy pound test line, and or you can just do a uni knot, but the uni knot is a single knot. That doesn't include all the wraps you still need to do to get it to function the way you want it to function. And you got to also remember, you got to tie it in the direction that it goes to cinch down the spool. I actually got another video showing you about talking about the wrong direction. I actually intentionally tie the wrong direction, and I'll show you how to test it and everything else on there. So it's very important on that. Most definitely. can do a little bit more. All right, there we go. We're at, actually, we got 330 yards, 100 pound of the 12 strand Cortland on here. Yeah, that's a little bit low on there, but also too, this is a single speed reel. Normally when I do the braid, I drop it into low gear and it allows me a little bit better control on it, but that's kind of a good thing because you're just now getting into this style of braid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will actually work to your benefit because when I really pack it on like this by hand, it gives a lot of line on there. And if you don't normally pack it on there, then it expands on the spool and then you might not be able to reel it all in.
Okay.
So with this one, where it's at, it's actually a good line capacity for you and stuff like that. So you'll be all right on that. Would you like a drink or something?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Okay, all right now guys, so now that y'all have seen that, I'm gonna go and back it off. Come on, if I can get it far enough away from the screen. Go out. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and splice in on it over here at the back end. And what this is gonna do is give him a 200 pound tippet. So now the very tip of his braid here, have y'all seen the knot, how I tie the braid to the swivel? You can actually untie it and pretty much keep this indefinitely as long as he doesn't get cut off or broke off. But even if you don't have this, you've seen where I do the loop knot and just keep fishing with it? Yeah, so you can fish it with it like that, no worries. Alright. How y'all doing? I'll be right with y'all. Alright guys, so there we go. That's the LX taking it up. It is completely filled right there, ready for casting too. That was the other thing. I did leave a good gap so that way you can cast out. So, all right, let's go ahead and get y'all back over here and let me take care of these next customers. So actually now the price is gonna be a lot less than I told you. You done? Come on.
Is that you?
Huh? Yeah, I'm live right now. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you should come to me and I'll be right here in just a second. It's delayed by like 5 or 10 seconds from what I'm actually doing to where I'm at now. Are you done with everything in the back?
I was going to ask you if I could clean the 12.
Yeah, start cleaning the 12. That's fine. Son, whatever you want to do back there, as long as it's helping us get ahead, knock it out, son. Just please be careful, okay? If he wants to work, guy, by all means. By all means. So, all right. Oh, these leaders over here. So, you got the 4? Okay, you're still doing all of this.
Yeah,
too. Oh, I should have just left that there. So. Hold on real quick, guys. Almost done with this custom.
Well, imagine a whale.
We do a catch of the shrimp fish buckets.
Alright. Which ones?
Where are you recommend?
I've got, well, these are my top 6 flavors, but right now I haven't restocked the top one. Normally we have power lime, electric chicken, and flesh pink. These are the shrimp flavor, and those are the crab flavor.
Yeah. The power line and then the electric chicken.
Okay. Each.
This is cool. We make it at home sometimes. Used to make it. Because we got clear ornaments off the top of. Got like silver glitter.
I'll give you a discount. Sure. You're at 198.81. Little sign right there. All right. And you can email a receipt or text the receipt if you need one, or no receipt, but we don't have any paper. You are good. Oh, yes, thank you. Did you want to go ahead and put it back on real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. How can I help you? Might, but I don't think I have them individual like that. I have them
Already
all
on
different-
leaders?
Yeah, they're already on leaders. Yeah, the bigger hooks have been real hard to come by. So whatever we're getting in, we're trying to maximize the amount of gear we got that can actually go out and be worth it without having to put in extra time. Those are stainless, so if you're going for shark, you can't use them.
You know anybody around town that's got it? No.
Actually, give me a second. Let me see what I have in the back, all right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you whatever you got. If you got 1 or 2 or 3, I'll.
Probably not. I think girls should. Did you see the color? I don't know what's but one of them is bigger than like the most bigger the cyber. That's great ones.
Just cut that off here somewhere.
All right, these are what I have. Those are these. All right, man, I appreciate you. Yes, sir. And again, prayers going out for everybody out there, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Y'all be safe out there, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, but it's a legal offset. There is an illegal one. If the point, see how the point comes back toward the shaft?
Right?
If it's pointed away from the shaft, then that's, you can't use that. That one, we've already had it, we got paperwork certifying that you can use them for shark fishing, and that came from the director of Texas Parks and Wildlife, so we are good to go. Mhm.
Yeah, I think these will work.
Okay, those 3?
Yes, sir. These are nice.
Mhm. Yeah, I like those over the other ones because you can corkscrew them out when you get hooked up.
That's true.
No, those are more expensive.
These are. I'll switch with these.
Okay. You're at 16.21. And how did you find us?
Internet.
Google?
Yeah.
Check out my YouTube channel. It's called Team Hard Life. We actually teach a bunch of knowledge and tactics. And I'm actually live on the channel right now. Yeah. Yep. Well, it's a few seconds delayed, but yes, I am live on the channel. So I was actually talking, building leaders before the gentleman walked in. It was one of our subscribers. He actually is from Uvalde, where they had that school shooting and all that stuff. So his wife actually worked at another school, and yeah, so it was pretty intense there for a while. Kind of give us behind the scenes of what's going on over there. When I started hearing about it here, I was already calculating how far I am from the school, how quickly I can get there, and
Oh yeah, I did the same thing.
yeah, it's pretty intense, man.
Well, I really appreciate this.
Yes, sir.
These guys went on their first trip last weekend, even before. A couple weeks ago. We're headed back out next week.
Nice, nice. Well, my channel is designed to teach knowledge. We've made a lot of mistakes in our fishing career, you know, just testing and just finding out what works, what doesn't work. And so what we do is we're putting it all into a library, and that's the YouTube channel. So that way you can ask your questions. Hey, I want to try this, I want to try this. We'll give you our input. You can choose to take it or not do it and learn for yourself and say, oh yeah, exactly like you said, it was happen, whatever. But that's the beauty of it, you know. We're not saying our way is the only way. We're just saying what we have done, what works for us. And everybody else on the channel too is the same way. Like everybody fishes differently, but everybody has the same thought and process of just trying something new and learning all different kinds of ways to fish for them. So it's definitely
That's
pretty
cool.
awesome. So,
How long have you guys been over here?
going on about 5 years now. Yeah. We were in the back for several years. When I first opened up, it started in 2013 in the first big building where all the pots are. 2014, I opened up my shop over there, but I had to close down in October, September because the oil field crashed.
Yep.
That was like 95% of my clientele. So after that, I moved to the back, and I was back there for many years, and then I finally moved back up here and got the YouTube channel going, and by the grace of God, we're still here. So
That's awesome.
yes, sir.
Yeah, the whole land-based stuff is taking off like crazy. I mean, compared to when we did it like back in the early 2000s, like 05, 06, 07, to today, it's night and day.
Oh yeah. When I got out in 02 from the Marine Corps, I started back into shark fishing. I was doing it up there, but up there, you're actually not allowed to shark fish. If they say you're shark fishing, they kick you off the pier. So what I would tell them, I was fishing for monster stingray.
That's funny.
Why do you need the big old leader? I was like, well, you know where their tail is at? Like, it's gonna tail whip my line and this and that. And I mean, I caught some big stingrays and stuff while I was out there, but yeah, I was going for sharks. But that was back in 98 to 02, and then I got back here, and I got into my Harringtons, Hernandez, and all of that, and really started paying attention and like really asking myself, why is this happening? Why are we missing so many fish? And doing something about it, not just, well, it's supposed to work, and just keep doing it because the way it's always been done or the way it was taught to me. So by thinking outside the box, we're really changing up the game. So.
And all you can do, if you're not down here every weekend, all you can do is read and try to see what people are doing. And I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, we're not out there every weekend, but when we are out there, there's a lot of times that I was throwing underwater cameras too, so you can see the leader working, doing what it's supposed to do, you know, and it gives you a second-hand, first-hand account of what's actually going on there. I've had turtles come up and steal our bait, blue crabs come up, sheephead, redfish, flounder, shrimp, big prawn shrimp came up, tried to pull a bait off the hook and stuff like that. It was, yeah, it is crazy.
That's incredible. So when you throw a camera out, what are you looking at, or what are you watching for?
Everything, current,
just whatever.
Weight working, leader not working, the bait that we're using, how fish come up and feed on the bait, whether they actually are, you know how they're just not biting it. They're there, but they're not biting. And you see the underwater camera and there's not a single fish in the area. You know, it's giving you more insight to a lot of the stuff that we just kind of assume is what's going on down there, and then when you finally find out, you were totally wrong. So it's awesome. Yeah, I love using the underwater cameras, and it is a big trial and error because murkiness of the water is a big factor. There's a lot of times that great fishing happens in dirty water. Like it's crazy dirty and we're just tearing up the fish, but there's no visibility for using the underwater camera. By the time you see anything happen, it's already in the fish's mouth, so you don't even see exactly how it all happened.
So how do you, and I don't know anything about underwater cameras, but how do you secure it or fix it so if you...
Actually, they're right here, right here on the corner.
If you get cut off or...
Well, if you get cut off,
you lose your camera?
You lose your camera.
But
I've actually lost multiple cameras and have gotten them back. One of our subscribers actually caught them and returned it to me after he saw the footage on the camera and saw that it was my camera. So he returned it to me, but that was after I already paid. With that company, there's an insurance policy. So if you actually lose it, they will send you a brand new one as long as you have the insurance policy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
It never fails, man. We go out and we get cut off from Spanish mackerel or sharks or whatever swimming by, and it's like, beep,
Yep.
every time.
Oh yeah, and one of the biggest theories too was that the sandbars cut away your lines and stuff, and I've actually got footage proving that wrong because we use hollow core braid, and because we use hollow core braid, have discovered that I've gone out there and see my line floating. So I'll go out there and I'll retie to it and I can keep fishing. And there was one time I was actually out there right next to Bob Hall Pier. That's my truck up here, the Tundra. And I had a rod in the bed of the truck, not even a big rack or nothing. And one of my other lines got cut off. So I towed that line out there looking for the other one. And I followed my other line out there because the water was so clear with the camera. And I was showing everybody out past the end of the pier, and the line was still only a foot under the water surface.
So it's floating.
So yeah, so it was nowhere near the bars. It's fish that was actually cutting us off or whatever they're swimming through.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many salty toothies out there, you know, you can't. But everybody was just automatically assuming it's the sandbars. No, now, don't get me wrong, eventually, yes, sand will eat through everything. Barnacles will cut through stuff. But there's a lot of times that it's you know, other animals that are swimming through in a feeding frenzy, and your line just happens to be in the way. It's not like they're targeting it. It's just a byproduct of war, basically.
I worry too about guys that use like brick and cinder block and random break-off weights.
Yes,
I'm gonna get hung up on one of those babies.
Yeah, I don't like that. I've actually, guys are like, well, I use biodegradable bags. And I said, well, you know how long they take to break down? Well, not very long. I said, well, I caught some that were full of barnacles. I don't know how long that takes to grow, but obviously it ain't overnight, and it ain't in a week. And I pulled in like 12 bags in one fishing trip. I kept pulling in I wasn't catching anything. I kept pulling them in. And I had a stack of just burlap bags out there. That's what they were used for. They were used as breakaways, so that way they didn't have to fight their weight in. And man, they just, in reality, you know, biodegradable, cool, you know, it's creating some kind of structure down there and stuff like that, but eventually we're going to fish that area and we're going to end up having trouble with it, you know, pulling it in and or having to deal with barnacles making more of a cutoff, you know. So
Well, hey, I really appreciate you checking out what you had for me.
Yes, sir.
And I will I'll hit you up online and I'll follow.
Awesome. Yeah, and you can see the comments that we're live right now, so.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one and good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So let's see. Let me backtrack a little bit. Okay. Yeah, true that. Josh, headed to town tomorrow. Cool deal. We'll see you then. CJ planning on the first and second weekend of August. Cool deal. Yes, he is going to sub. Gerald, you're back. All right. Awesome. Perfect timing because I'm back too. I was answering customers' questions over here. Oh, you're gonna go stay at the KOA? Oh, awesome! Cool deal. Hey man, I go over there and they are just beautifying that place like all the time. I need to do an updated video at the KOA. I know the last time I went, I was planning to, but I was running so far behind with being shorthanded here, and even again today, I was supposed to be on the road making deliveries, and I'm still here making leaders. So yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that heat will do it to you, boss. Dude, it's crazy what heat will do to you. Will just being out in the sun will do to you. What wind will do to you. Those are so many factors that will just that will just drain you. So, San Diego 3 trip and boat. Yep. Well, I will look into that for sure. But also too, yeah, I know those big boats, they have a lot of people, but from what I understand, a lot of those people don't last more than a few days, and then they get beat out, from being tired, weather, and all of that stuff. So, all right, for the leaders, he got 4 of the double drop drum rigs, and they are. Comes out to 3806 for the 4 liters. Also, too, he ended up getting a Hard Life T-shirt, so I gave him a 25% discount on that too. Just, oh man, wow man, I had to really focus on the way I was talking to him, just because you can just feel, the pain or whatever they went through and stuff like that. Where's my phone? Oh, what'd she say?
She just wanted to talk to you. She didn't tell me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was here now.
Cool deal. Let's see. All right, guys. I gotta call the wife real quick. What's up? Hello? All I heard is they can't. And if we just do 1 for right now. All right. Well, let me get through. Yeah. Thank you. Oh man, ain't one thing, it's another. So remember how I told y'all, was it a week or so ago, that my wife's car messed up, and lucky for us, we weren't on the highway. Well, the mechanic called us back and said we got it all fixed up, and found out that the actual wheel itself is cracked. So she's gonna price out the rims from the manufacturer. It's for an Infinity QX60, but she just priced them out at Discount Tire, where we, have an account with over there, and it's $800 and something for 4 new rims with tires and stuff like that, or for the tires that we have and stuff. And perfect for the fish with friends. After from Alberto Patrick, how you doing? And thank you for that, Roger. That that's pretty awesome. I would have liked to capture his face, but you know, it's just those guys are in a whole world of just craziness going on and stuff like that. It's Wheels of America may be able to fix it. I don't know who she talked to or anything like that, so any help on that would definitely be appreciated. Better off aftermarket. And yeah, so like I said, we talked to discount. They're talking $800 and something. We're wondering how much it would be for just one rim from junkyard too, right? And actually it's already closed, so we'd have to wait for tomorrow. But you know, I'm gonna text her to that too. Yeah, no, we definitely gonna have to look at it, because right now her vehicle is not drivable because of that. We've fixed the sway arm, some ball joints, and some other stuff that was wrong with it and stuff. So we're finally traveled down the rabbit hole pretty deep, you know, trying to fix all these other things with the vehicle and stuff like that. So, but hopefully we get it up and running before the weekend's over, which will be awesome, because yeah, they've been without a vehicle for almost 2 weeks now. So it's been a lot of pressure, guys. A lot of pressure. And yes, normally we sell needles for the hollow core braid, but right now we are sold out. I'm waiting for a shipment to come in. More than likely, it's going to be in next week. It should have been in this week, but I'm figuring it's going to end up being next week before we actually get it in. Yeah. Yeah, I just actually, there's a, what they call a you pull it over here. I'm going to have her check it out tomorrow. I know tomorrow I'm going to be even crazier being on the road. So I'm not going to be able to, you know, be working much on the phone and stuff like that unless I can get a driver. And I know Capt.Eric's going to be here giving us a hand in between checking in people for the tournament and stuff like that, which would be awesome. We're gonna be putting it to it. So yeah, no, Daryl, for that, yeah, those private charter boats, most definitely, those are the way to go for fishing with friends and having a good time. A bit pricier, but yes, it definitely does make it for a lot more action when they are on the fish. I have been on a couple private charters like that, and it's just one of them trips that didn't catch anything. So yeah. I think my son's finally getting wore out. I've seen him up here a few times. Yeah, let me go check on him real quick. doing? No, they have to get a new rim and we have to order it, so it's like $800. What'd you do? Is there blood on your hand? Huh? Is it bad? Okay, so what are you doing now? Huh? Oh. We did get in another. Oh, I think it's almost time for a new chair. Sorry. Oh. All right. Oh man. Let's see here. What do we got? I've got. Long line clips. Yes, this is something that we've been struggling to get into to make our big rig leaders. Oh, let's see. Got plenty of paper. Ooh, these are nice. Yeah, that's a big long line clip. I think I've got, yeah, that's, see, the normal size that we normally get is a bit smaller than this one, but man, that's, yeah, that's pretty big. That is big. Stainless steel swivel too. These are supposed to be rated for like 1,500 pounds too, so, yeah. So I've got one bag of 50. And another bag of 50, so it looks like we're going to be making some big rig leaders here pretty soon. Just waiting for the cable to come in. Yeah. Yep, got them. Got it, good job. All right, where am I? Let's see. AutoNation. That would be nice. That definitely would be, because man, we've been putting a lot of money into that vehicle. We really have, and I'm so ready to have her get rid of it and stuff. But we'll have to see what we can do for sure. And definitely would be interested to see what we can work out. Well, I didn't do anything. I really didn't. I didn't even touch anything on my phone or anything. All I did was sit back down and start talking again. So awesome. But yeah, there's 27 of y'all on there. Where we at on our thumbs up on this video? Also, too, guys, we are so close to 19,900 subs, which means we'll only be 100 subs short of 20,000. It is so awesome, guys. We are really, really close. Getting there. There, I'm trying to make some necklaces, guys. Yep. Alright, let me fix that real quick. That'll be for hook. Add this one here. Ooh. I got 37. Cool deal. Yeah, that's, I guess that's something we definitely got to talk about too, because I've already told her, you know, but I got to convince her, and we got to make it work too. And yeah, I'm tired, but also too, just kind of a little heads up. I did get my little sleep apnea deal to where I'm sleeping with that. So what it does is pumps oxygen. I wear a little face nose deal with the whole contraption over my head, but it pumps enough oxygen so that way when I'm leaned back, my tongue doesn't roll back into my throat, kind of deal, and stop me from breathing. And that's where a lot of that snoring comes from, is your body forcing itself to breathe or whatever. So it's been real quiet, needless to say. I'm not snoring anymore. My sleep pattern is still, you know, it's still full of trying to do so much, working here and then working at the shop, and still getting it. But I gotta keep working, guys. Yeah, last night I worked till about 1 in the morning. We pulled down the trim of my son's room. So we were sitting there and I was removing the caulking off the edges so that way we can sand and repaint. But while doing that, I noticed some of the paint was peeling off, so I actually sat there and peeled it by hand. And yeah, I was watching a movie, so definitely. Oh, no, I have not. Let me, let's see. Let's see real quick. One of our other buddies is what was I doing? Okay. Alright. You know, wait on a text for that. Let's see, it's becoming more common. Yeah, but see, I think I had this problem already in the Marine Corps. Because I remember I had to get a chit to, like, if I'm sitting here eating, like snacking all day, then I'm fine. But my job where I was at, you know, the staff sergeant's like, hey man, you know, he was on a diet, watching himself, and he was, you know, worried about us, you know, making sure that we stayed fit. And was like, man, he's like, I don't see how that's going to help you out any if you're sitting there eating all the time and this and that. But I was sitting there falling asleep, and I was like, well, if I'm eating, I'm not falling asleep. And so I was, you know, doing a lot of push-ups and pull-ups, and so I was hydrating myself a lot, so I had to get up and go pee every 5 minutes, and it just, you know, it was a bad situation. So I got that chit I convinced them to allow me to eat more during the day, so that way I could, so I wouldn't fall asleep and get in trouble while I was at work, you know. So because of that, that shows that I already had this problem since way back then. And yeah, now it's finally, I'm getting some help for it. But I got denied from the Marine Corps on it because they didn't have a connection. So I'm waiting for my paperwork to come through so that way I can point it out. But that's the reason why I had to get that one specific shit, was so that way I wouldn't be falling asleep during the day. It literally was. I'd be reading books or whatever, and I would fall asleep fast. So it was crazy. As long as I was active, I was fine. But if I'm inactive, like even kind of sitting here doing this, you know, I'm sitting here yawning and yawning. I got to get up and do something physical in order to keep rolling throughout the day or something like that. And then sitting here trying to eat all day, you know, I'm trying to watch my figure, man. I'm trying to get my muscle to be not hiding behind all this layer of fat and stuff like that. What's up, Homer? How you doing? So yeah, guys, the drawings, like I said, we're up to 47 tickets sold, so that's $980 or something like that. I don't remember. We did the math a little while ago on the video, but yeah, we like at 47 tickets times 20, so that's where it'll go. Thank you, John. And you know, like I said, it'll keep going until I can get those 3 calls. If not, by tomorrow afternoon when I go live, if they haven't called me by then we're going to go ahead and just note it off as a done deal, because like I said, I've called them a few times, got no answer at all, and no way to leave a message. So tomorrow afternoon, it'll be afternoon sometime. I cannot give you an exact time because I know I've got deliveries to make. I got to go to the bank. I've got to take care of payroll. I got to get my gear ready because we are going to take off to go alligator gar fishing. Or actually, no, it don't start till Saturday at 5, and then I don't know. It's a short tournament. If I read it right, it's only like 7 hours, so it's going to be real tight knit. But I know I got to go. Depending on how well my guys do on catching bait tonight, I may have to go out and go and try and get some more too. You know, so. I may go live in the morning while I'm sitting here getting ready to leave, you know, building whatever I have. Hopefully I can finish it all tonight, so that would, but looking at the time, I don't think I am. I got too much. I still have all these leaders to build. I still have 48 double drop or 48 3-way long redfish leaders I got to build and stuff like that. So I've got to really get that set up and to get this order out there. I'm going to have to drive out to Indianola, which round trip is about 5 hours or 6 hours. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a really long day for me. So I got to hit the road as quickly as possible. I know I got to go to Port A, Deep Sea Headquarters, Causeway, and I think that's it. Those 4 places. Oh, and my distributor, I got to drop off a bunch of tackle to them too, so. Definitely. Hi, man. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard. And yes, I got a ton of knowledge out there. Our lights, bait, and tackle. Yes, we do. It started off at $25. And depending on what parts it is and stuff like that, we go up from there. Normally we get a quote, we'll call you back, you confirm that it's good to go, then we'll continue. However, if you choose not to do it, we still have to charge you that amount because we have to pay my guys their time for going in and figuring out what's wrong with it. All right? Okay, we'd have to see it to see what's kind of going on with it, but if we see that it's something internal, then we have to send it off to them. All right? Yes, sir. Time. Oh man. You're gonna have the big thumbs excuse over here. Oops. Yes, sir. Well, Jaime, welcome to the party. That's for sure. Yes, we do. We do have a lot of real knowledge here from us going out, going fishing, having our customers come in the shop, asking us questions, and or sharing knowledge with us as well. You know, we're forever learning, forever willing to take it to that next level. So we are all about it. So don't be afraid to ask your questions. We don't allow any trolling here on our channel. We're all about helping each other out, lifting each other up, and it's awesome. It really is. And you know, prime example was earlier. You know, Roger donated some leaders to the father and son that were here. They were from Uvalde, and he's one of our subscribers, which is awesome. Like, you know, it was getting a little bit of this and that and stuff like that, which you know, it's awesome to see him be able to take out his son fishing. You know, a lot of families aren't able to do that today, and so definitely, you know, realize what you got, guys. Don't want to lose it and then realize it then. It'll be too late then, guys. You know. Navy, and he loves to fish. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank your dad for his service, and if y'all are ever in this area, we'll definitely have to do some fishing and share some fishing stories together for sure. Oh, that's funny. What time are y'all coming in, Roger, for the tournament? I'm getting greedy over here. Got hooks on both ends over here. So I think what I'll end up doing is making this one a 3-way short. If I cut anything from over here to make it too short. Yep. Getting to be about that time. It's about that time. So again, guys, the drawing that is going on, the four drawings. You do that, we definitely gonna have to go live tomorrow for sure for all them tickets, because that's a lot of gear. Well, that one goes in its own spot because it's a different leader now and stuff. M103 forward. Chester, thank you for your service too as well. Yeah. Titusville, Florida. Cool deal. Yeah, we get quite a few guys from the Florida area giving us a call, and a lot of captains out there just wanting to send us their reels for us to get them spooled up and, you know, get some better setups than what they normally have. That's sweet. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at too. About 3 cups of coffee. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive, though. Yeah, like I said, I'm just handling the leaders. The guys right now are handling all the weights in the back, so this is part of probably all of what I'm doing over here and stuff, so. Red, black. Red, blue, and black. Okay, I don't understand that last part of your sentence right there, boss. For Patrick, your whole comment, I don't understand that. But I know a lot of people are going to be coming in for the tournament. We had some people coming in today trying to get into it. I was like, I don't think it starts till tomorrow, so I will stay out of this one, but you have to buy me a few tickets for the next one. Well, guys, I'm going to let y'all know something. This pot, if y'all miss out on it, it's probably going to be one of the biggest pots that we've had in a long time. Because right now, like I said, we're at 40. Hold on, I'm going to redo the math just in case. We're at 47 tickets. That's $940 for this pot right now, guys. If anybody buys any more tickets, it's just going to keep going up. Like I said, if we sell 50 tickets, well then I know that's $1,000. So if we sell 55, then it's, $5,500 or whatever it is, so 1,500, there you go. Let's see. That fair work. That was done there. I can get that. All right. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. I don't mind. Like I said, I've been all day making these leaders here. Starting from cutting and all of that and running the errands. I had to run earlier, but definitely had getting it done. Yep, I had to call everybody on the tickets. Yep, $20 a ticket. Do it through Cash App to $Team Hard Life, and or call the shop at 361-334-2171, and or come by the shop. And like I said, tomorrow, if they don't call by tomorrow afternoon when I go live, I'm going to do the drawings, combine them all, and then winner take all on that. Like I said, everybody so far, 40 something people I called, everybody approved of it except for 3 that they haven't answered their phone. So I'm pretty sure they'll be excited to know, that we got it done, and we're going to keep moving forward with more prizes and so forth. So I'm excited, guys. The tickets are for an in-store credit. Right now we're sitting at $940. $20 buy-in, and yes, you can buy multiple tickets, guys. You don't have to buy only one. If you buy 5 tickets right now, that'll take us up to $1,040. So the more tickets that are sold, the higher the pot's going to be. And like I said, we're keeping track of every single ticket that gets sold. When we go live, we will put all the tickets out for everybody to verify their ticket is in there, and then we will draw one name to win that pot. So it's going to be winner take all and be very nice. Looks like we had some Cash App right there. Well, sent me one. So that's 98 tickets. So we're at $960 for this pot. And like I said, y'all keep going. We'll keep doing it. So, but tomorrow is the cutoff, and we will draw the names. I'll definitely have that done before I take off for the weekend. So if I'm running late behind coming back, then I'll get it done as quickly as I can. But it has to be done here at the shop, because there's no way I can be outside with that amount of tickets. I don't want nobody's ticket to get lost or blown away. We learned that a long time ago with when we did one at Bubba's 33. Some of the tickets flew away, so we went running down the parking lot, gathering up everybody's ticket to get it back into the pot. So that was real interesting. So needless to say, we never did that one again. So, yeah. Let's see. A lot of my buddies are texting. right now, but I can't really concentrate on that. I'm trying to get this done and dealt with. It's already after 7. My son thought he was only going to come for a few hours, but he also too, he asked, he's like, can I work the rest of the summer before I go to school? He's got a goal in mind of things he wants to buy for himself before the school starts. I was like, hey son, you want to put the time, I'll pay for it. I don't care, you know. So I'd rather him earn it, so that way he's got more respect for his stuff and everything else like that too. And then he's also helping me redo his room, so yep, learning a little bit of this and that for sure. And most definitely I will let y'all know on both of those. 7. Yeah. Yep, he ain't used to the long hours that his daddy puts in, that's for sure. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta get it done. So should we cash it? To $Team Hard Life. One word for us. For Jacob, it's checked up. Well, I'll let him post up on that one too, because we're also raising money for ALS awareness. But ours is for that big in-store cash pot, or not cash pot, but in-store credit. Right now we're sitting at $1,000 or $960 is the cash pot for that. And so, Chevy, how you doing, bro? How's the fishing out at Park? You out there today? Yes, you should. Yep. There you go. Can somebody share the Cash App for Jacked Up Leatherworks for his, and also too, be sure to go to his YouTube channel and subscribe there and see about his giveaway, because we're also donating to that one as well. I heard they've been catching some bull reds out there though. Customer came in, they were so excited because they had caught one and they were going to go back and try to catch another one, or they had caught two of them, one back to back each day that they went out is what they were saying. So. I want to say yes, it was at nighttime when they said they were going. Others said they were planning on heading out there just because they were trying to get away from the crowds and stuff like that, and also too because of the heat. So. Has it been working, or is he already given up?
Who?
Karen.
Hey, he'll work 10 minutes and give up for 30. But he's working though. He's trying. I guess he's got to get used to being in this heat.
Yeah.
And the other thing I meant to tell you, it's nothing to do. They're actually wanting to listen to the damn surfers about Bob Hall.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, that the surfers are also complaining about the new construction of Bob Hall Pier. That the pier is known for its surfing and the waves that it made, because the pylons were double pylons so far apart that would create a better break from. don't they know that there was like 100? It used to be 100 yards, but then they reduced it to 100 feet that they couldn't be even near the pier. So what should it matter what it's going to do with that? You know, that was, you know, it's known for shark fishing and fishing, not for surfing. There was one competition that they tried to have a surfing competition out there, and it was a cluster because people paid to be out there to fish, yet they had all these surfers swim, you know, going through their lines, and I mean, it was chaos out there. There was a lot of pissed off anglers about that, and so yeah, no, I saw that, and I was like, and that they have a petition going, and they almost got like 1,000 signatures on it and stuff like that. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, was today the Thursday they need? Yeah, today was a Thursday we needed to be there, so we missed the meet. Like I said, they have it at such awkward time in the middle of the week when the only people that can show up are people that are retired. Like, I mean, come on, guys. All of us work. We ain't got time to be going out there in the middle of our day, you know, to go to the meeting that y'all are holding because that's the time y'all want to have it. It needs to be done where people can actually go there, and that's after 6. So yeah, it's, oh man, yeah, I saw that, and like I said, I'm cool with surfers. Like I said, I'm friends with a lot of surfers, but at the same time too, you know, I pay a lot of money to be on that pier to fish. And then to have to worry about guys, you know, catching waves, crossing my line, cutting my lines. I had one guy, you know, tying up my line, like tying knots in my line just so he can mess it up. It's like, what the hell is his problem? And then he wants to call the cops on us, saying that we wouldn't let him surf. We're like, dude, we're on the pier. We paid to be on here and stuff. And yeah. But, you know, it was his word against like 10 other people on the pier and stuff like that, so. Tight lines in the house. What's up, boss? But yeah, that was. But like I said, I got a lot of friends that are surfers. I've head-butted with a lot of them. You know, I have. But a lot of it was not because I was being disrespectful. It's just because, you know, they want us to stop fishing while they're surfing. Sorry. We pay to be up there. That's our time on the pier. You know what I mean? And it's not like we can go out there every single day and fish it, you know what I mean? And it's probably the same with them and surfing, but they don't pay to be there. We pay to be there. So definitely, you know, fishermen should get priority on that, especially if they're paying to be there. So if they're talking about tourist dollars and all of that, their tourist dollars don't match anything that the fishermen could bring. So if they're also looking at, you know, trying to save money on this thing, because that was something that I also read in there, that they were trying to look at the cost, and if it's cheaper that way or whatever, they would do it. But at the same time too, they're trying to put all these extra benches in there and all these overhands, and like, I mean, that's just retarded money they're spending on that we don't need it. So I don't know. It used to cost, what was it, $4 a person, $3 a rod, or something like that,
Or vice versa, because
Yeah.
it used to be like 18 bucks or
Yep.
14 bucks, something like that, for one or 2 rods.
Yep, it was either $4 a person and $3 a rod, or vice versa, and a 4-rod limit. So yeah, we would end up spending about 15 bucks to get 4 rods on there per person. So if I went out there with me, my 5 kids, with rods for all of them, that was like 65, 70 bucks just for all of us to get on the pier. And then if you use a credit card, they would charge you an extra, you know, percentage on top of it. So yeah, it had to be cash or they would charge you extra. So, all right, Oscar, you have a good one.
I already told Jared you were here till 9 o'clock and he's already.
I'm open about.
What?
Yeah, no, I got a few more liters. What time y'all gonna get here in the morning?
I'm trying to get here at the same time I did this morning. I was here like 8.
How are we looking? How many?
Okay, Indy Nola's done.
Okay.
But, they're trying to get the 12s done, I'm trying to get the 3s. Then the 3s is the biggest thing for SPI.
Yeah.
Everything else is done for SPI.
Okay.
And like I said, everything for Port A is just those, banks.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, so we're really close then.
yeah.
Okay, good. We'll figure out everything, but
What time can you get here in the morning?
Depends on when my girlfriend gets out of work.
There's she gonna have to walk.
Far ass walk.
Huh?
It's a far ass walk.
Then she'll be too tired to argue with you.
Ooh, chess move. Pawn takes rook.
Sleep all day, so I don't even hear from her. until I get home.
We'll see, then you'll be all right.
Yeah.
The Pier's probably on. No, the Piers are not privately owned. They're actually owned by the counties that are in this area. Yeah, man, if I actually won the lottery, I definitely would make a private pier. I would set it up to where it'd be like, accessible, you can pay to get on and stuff like that. But I would have a certain level strictly for members only, to where they can go up there, they can shower, they can, sleep for a few hours or
Like a
whatever,
little
get back
cabin
out
type
there.
shit on the pier.
Yeah.
And actually have a restroom at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'd have full-time jet skiers out there, kind of deal. And anybody that causes drama or whatever, see ya. Yeah. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. All right, I think I've gone as far as I can go today without going too deep into it. A lot of these sections I have to add both in, so it's going to take longer for me to do, guys. But I do, I do gotta go, guys. We have our honeydew list to do tomorrow. Well, let me go and stack these on the wall so you can see what they look like.
That's your car. Walking out there and smelling.
Oh, man. Oh, I can smell it now. Oh, yeah. Brought that smell in, so. Alright guys, I had to move some stuff around real quick. But this is the last batch right here, if y'all can see it. I'll show you on the wall real quick. Alright guys, so those are the leaders that I just made today, this batch right here. These are 3-way long for a big black drum and bull red. These are coated cable leaders, 3-way long, 3-way short. And then we have the same thing, it repeats itself, but these are smaller hooks. These are 8 to 10 aught. These are 13 to 15s. And then we also got our 10 to 13s right there. So, yeah. Slowly getting I actually got in a bunch more cable today, so I'll be able to make a bunch more of these. But yeah, the goal is to look like this over here. So we're slowly filling it out. I built some more of the 4-footers today too. Got that out there, but I'm slowly getting the walls built back up. All right, guys. So again, we're about to come out on our 20,000 subscriber mark giveaway. We are going to be giving away 4 Avet reels, MXL Raptors, 4 Team Hard Life rods, 8 spools of braid, tight line, Cortland, and also 2. Jared. Oh, it's over here hiding. He tried to spook me, but I guess he didn't bark loud enough. So. We also got a spot for 4 people to go fishing, and also too, we are doing the 2 fillet knives and also Jacked Up Leatherworks as well. So again, check out their channel, and thank you for everything y'all been doing. Y'all been putting in a lot of work, and like I said, I'm here to match it. So all right, guys, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe, and I will see y'all after the tournament or whatever. Oh no, tomorrow we're going live. Big drawing. Like I said, I'm going to keep accepting tickets all the way up until I go live on that one. Once I go live and say, hey, yeah, it's done, that's done, guys. But right now we're sitting at $960 pot, and we will keep it rolling. I am really excited, guys. You can use that credit in our store for anything that you want to buy. So y'all have a good one, and we're outies. Had a long day. Right, son? Right, son?